The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurates new campus of National Academy of Customs, Indirect Taxes and Narcotics in Andhra Pradesh. Prime Minister says ease of doing business substantially improved during last 9 years due to introduction of many tax reforms. War rooms to be set up at 6 metro airports to address passenger inconvenience. IMD says dense fog conditions likely to continue over North India during next 5 days. North Korea says reconciliation with South Korea no longer possible, abolishes 3 organizations dealing with reunification and cooperation. And in tennis, Sumit Nagal creates history by beating a seeded player at Grand Slam in Australian Open. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurated the new campus of National Academy of Customs, Indirect Taxes and Narcotics, NACIN, at Palasamudram, Sri Sathya Sai district in Andhra Pradesh this evening. Addressing the gathering, the Prime Minister said NACIN will be a premier training institute and centre for good governance in the coming days. The Prime Minister said due to the introduction of many tax reforms in the last 9 years, the ease of doing business has substantially improved and helped in increased tax collection in the country.
2014 के बाद से हमारी सरकार ने टैक्स में जो छूट दी है, जो रिफॉर्म किए हैं, उससे देशवासियों को करीब 2.5 लाख करोड़ रुपए टैक्स की बचत हुई है। सरकार ने नागरिक कल्याण की बड़ी योजनाएं बनाई हैं, आधुनिक इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर पर रिकॉर्ड निवेश कर रही है।
He said the government is fighting against corruption and urged every citizen to contribute their part for realizing the dream of a developed nation by 2047.
भ्रष्टाचार के विरुद्ध लड़ाई, भ्रष्टाचारियों पर एक्शन सरकार की प्राथमिकता रही है। आप सभी को इन्हीं प्राथमिकताओं को ध्यान में रखकर अपना कार्य करना ही चाहिए। राष्ट्र के विकास के लिए राज्य का विकास, इस भावना के साथ जो काम हुआ है, इसके सुखद परिणाम आज हमें मिल रहे हैं।
The Training Institute will impart training to the officials of Indian Revenue Service as well as to the Central Allied Services, state governments and partner nations. The Prime Minister also offered his prayers at the Veerbhadra Temple, Lepakshi. In Kerala, the Prime Minister held a roadshow at Kochi. The Pran Pratishtha Mahotsav of Lord Ramlala has started. Today, rituals of the first day were completed as a pre-Pran Pratishtha ritual. These rituals will continue till Sunday, and after that, the main program of Pran Pratishtha will take place on Monday, the 22nd of January. More from our correspondent.
Today, Prayashchit or remorse and Karma Kriti Puja was performed at Vivek Shrishti Ashram located in Ramghat Mohalla of Ayodhya, which lasted for about 45 minutes. This ritual was done to seek remorse for the pain caused by hammer, chisel and other tools during the construction of the Ram idol. During the ritual, an apology was made to the statue of Lord Rama. Sushil Chandra Tiwari, Akashvani News, Ayodhya.
The 7th edition of India International Ramayana Mela will be celebrated at Purana Kila premises in New Delhi from the 18th to the 21st of this month. The theme of this festival is based on connecting the world through Ramayana. The 4-day festival will be staging various performances by prominent Indian and international dance drama troupes. Addressing the curtain raiser press conference in New Delhi today, Minister of State for Culture Meenakshi Lekhi said this festival will showcase the interconnection between India and its civilization. Bharat Gaurav trains have showcased India's rich cultural heritage and magnificent historical places to over 96,000 tourists last year. Indian Railways has introduced the concept of operating tourist trains on theme-based circuits under the banner of Bharat Gaurav tourist trains. These trains have covered major tourist circuits like Sri Ram Janki Yatra, Ayodhya to Janakpur, Sri Jagannath Yatra, Garvi Gujarat Tour, Ambedkar Circuit and Northeast Tour. In view of fog-induced disruptions of flights, the airports and airline operators will set up war rooms at 6 metro airports to address issues concerning passenger inconvenience. The government has sought incidents reporting thrice daily for all 6 metro airports. This was informed by Union Civil Aviation Minister Jyotiraditya Scindia in a social media post. He said sufficient CISF manpower availability will be ensured round the clock at the airports. The minister added that the Directorate General of Civil Aviation will monitor and report regularly about the implementation of directives and standard operating procedures (SOPs) and civil aviation requirements. Union Minister of Ports, Shipping and Waterways Sarbanand Sonowal has said the new dry dock and international ship repair facility of the Cochin shipyard will further strengthen the country's position in the global maritime sector. Addressing a press conference in Kochi, the minister said the new facilities will be the largest of its kind in the entire South Asia and will help boost the country's economy. He said it will make Kochi the most important hub of shipbuilding and ship repair and will generate over 30,000 jobs directly and indirectly. It will be dedicated by Prime Minister Narendra Modi tomorrow. Minister of State for Road Transport and Highways General V.K. Singh today said the government is working towards a more liberal regime to promote the production and sale of ethanol. He added that the need of the hour is to find alternative fuels to replace fossil fuels. General Singh was speaking at the Conference on Fuels of Future 2.0, Converging Towards Greener Growth, organized by ASSOCHAM in New Delhi. Addressing the conference, General Singh said that sustainability and environmental impact are primary concerns of the government and alternative fuels will ensure air quality in the future. The Centre has constituted the Unlawful Activities Prevention Tribunal to adjudicate the matter related to declaring the Tehreek-e-Hurriyat Jammu and Kashmir an unlawful association. The tribunal, headed by Delhi High Court Judge Justice Sachin Datta, will look into whether or not there is sufficient cause for declaring the outfit as an unlawful association. A notification in this regard has been issued by the Union Home Ministry. Recently, the ministry had declared Tehreek-e-Hurriyat Jammu and Kashmir Group as an unlawful association. This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. Cold to severe cold day conditions are likely to continue over plains of North India, including Punjab, Haryana, Chandigarh, Uttar Pradesh and Bihar during the next 2 days. The minimum temperatures were recorded in the range of 2 to 5 degrees Celsius over most parts of Punjab, Haryana and Delhi. Today, the lowest minimum temperature of 1.1 degrees Celsius was reported at Hisar in Haryana. India Meteorological Department IMD has predicted dense to very dense fog conditions are likely to continue over North India during the next 5 days. IMD has said the dense fog conditions are likely to prevail for a few hours in the night and morning over Punjab, Haryana, Delhi, Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand and North Madhya Pradesh during the next 5 days. President Draupadi Murmu is on a 2-day visit to Meghalaya. She arrived in the Khasi Heritage Village today, where she was briefed about the sacred groves. The President also inaugurated and laid the foundation of several projects. Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad Sangma and other cabinet ministers were also present on the occasion. Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar has said, in the parliamentary system, it is the responsibility of members of both the ruling party and the opposition to run the House smoothly. While inaugurating the enlightenment program of the newly elected MLAs of Rajasthan Assembly in Jaipur today, the Vice President said the legislature, along with the executive, should give priority to development and welfare of the common people. In Riyasi district of Jammu and Kashmir, the Vikasit Bharat Sankalp Yatra today traversed across Panchayat Halkas Rayala, leaving a significant impact on the participants. The focus of the Yatra extended to information, education and communication activities across the Panchayat. As part of the Meri Kahani Meri Zubani initiative, beneficiaries shared their first-hand experiences with different schemes, creating a platform for knowledge exchange. The Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra is gaining significant traction in the state of Maharashtra. The primary goal of VBSY is to facilitate the thorough implementation of development initiatives. A report.
Viksit Bharat Sankalp Yatra continues its successful journey across Maharashtra by ensuring last-mile delivery of government services at the grassroots level. Beneficiaries are sharing their experiences through Meri Kahani, Meri Zubani.
हम लोग पहले बहुत छोटे पैमाने पे काम करते थे। जब से ये बचत गट से जुड़े हैं, हमको पहले कर्जा दिया गया 10,000, उससे हमने छोटे पैमाने पे शुरुआत की है। फिर धीरे धीरे वो काम बढ़ते गया हमारा। फिर हमने प्रधानमंत्री अन्न प्रक्रिया योजना के द्वारा हमने बड़ा लोन लिया। हमको 70,000 तक का लोन मिला। उससे हमने हमारा काम बहुत बड़े पैमाने पे शुरू किया।
Furthermore, on-the-spot registration facilities are being provided to individuals who have been missed out on enrolling for various welfare schemes. For Akashvani, Samarjit Thakur, Chhatrapati Sambhajinagar.
The BJP has said that about 25 crore Indians have come out of poverty in the last 9 years due to pro-poor policies and initiatives of the Narendra Modi government. Addressing a press conference in New Delhi today, senior BJP leader and Union Minister Rajiv Chandrasekhar highlighted several initiatives of the government, saying today the country's youth is competing with the world. A 4-member delegation of senior leaders of the ruling party of South Africa, African National Congress, today met BJP National President JP Nadda in New Delhi. The delegation is on its 3-day visit to the national capital, Delhi, at the invitation of BJP. During the visit, the delegates and BJP leaders will exchange information on the ideology and functioning of respective parties. Bharat Jodo Nyaya Yatra, led by Congress leader Rahul Gandhi, kick-started the Nagaland leg from Vishwema village under Kohima district today. Traversing through Kohima town, Mr. Gandhi also visited Kohima War Cemetery. He laid a wreath and paid homage to the soldiers who died in the line of duty in Nagaland during World War II. Delivering his short public address at the high school junction, Kohima, Mr. Gandhi said the Northeast is a very important part of the country, and keeping this in mind, they have decided to start the yatra from the Northeast region. Amid growing tensions in the Korean peninsula, North Korea has abolished important governmental agencies tasked to seek reconciliation with South Korea. According to the Korean Central News Agency, Kim Jong-un decided to shut down offices and insisted that reconciliation with South Korea is no longer possible. Kim blamed South Korea and the United States for raising tensions in the region. The decision came weeks after the North Korean leader urged its military to remain prepared for war. According to the statement, the Committee for Peaceful Reunification of the country, the National Economic Cooperation Bureau, and the International Tourism Administration were shut down. At least 12 people were killed after torrential rains in Brazil's Rio de Janeiro. The heavy downpour wreaked havoc over the weekend, flooding houses, hospitals and the metro line in the city of Rio. According to officials, 18 towns across the state remain at high risk of landslides. Ambulances, boats, drones and aircraft are being used to rescue residents and to monitor affected areas. Rio de Janeiro Mayor Eduardo Paes has declared an emergency and urged people to not force their way through flooded areas. India's top-ranking tennis sensation Sumit Nagal created history to become the first Indian man in 35 years to beat a seeded player at Grand Slam. He secured his spot in the second round of the Australian Open after defeating world number 27 Alexander Bublik of Kazakhstan in a commanding straight-set victory. The 26-year-old Nagal, who fought his way into the main draw through the qualifiers, displayed exceptional skill and determination to beat Alexander Bublik with a scoreline of 6-4, 6-2, 7-6, 7-5 in a grueling match that lasted 2 hours and 38 minutes. This victory marks Nagal's debut progression to the second round and a significant milestone in his tennis career. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurates new campus of National Academy of Customs, Indirect Taxes and Narcotics in Andhra Pradesh. Prime Minister says ease of doing business substantially improved during last 9 years due to introduction of many tax reforms. War rooms to be set up at 6 metro airports to address passenger inconvenience. IMD says dense fog conditions likely to continue over North India during next 5 days. North Korea says reconciliation with South Korea no longer possible, abolishes 3 organizations dealing with reunification and cooperation. And in tennis, Sumit Nagal creates history by beating seeded player at Grand Slam in Australian Open. That is all in the news at 9. Good night.